Alright. Checking, trying a new thing because, yeah. Shit. Nice one, Monk. That's a pretty noticeable fucking chunk. Okay, hang on. There's a million things coming up. I've never tried this before. This is a new thing. Welcome to IRL. Feel that. Move. Hi. Sit. Sit. Stay. Good. Yes. No. Cool. And maybe. I don't know if that's too obnoxious or not. I can't tell. Nobody's here to tell me. Okay, can I go away? Go away. I don't want to hide chat. But you're giving me a bunch of notifications I don't need at the moment. Oh, shit. Sorry, bear with me. I'm figuring out how the fuck to do this. Well, yeah, I figured I would share the salvage process with everybody. I'm gonna try to salvage as much as I fucking can here, but I gotta go past the burnt ends or it's gonna grow all fucking stupid. Shit. Here goes. This is making me sad. But I have to... George have to do it! Biggest swing in jungle history. Will hurt very much. George have to do it. Fuck, dude. Get out of the fucking way, you. Get out of the way, you. I hope the fucking razor's not too loud. The funny faces you have to put your fucking contort into. I gotta save it, Wolf. Or it's gonna fucking grow all stupid. I know. Appreciate the solidarity, though. I have to. I gotta save it. It'll grow back. And then, from then on, I'll be tucking the damn thing. Too much time and work on this fucking beard. Burn it off. Oh, there's fucking stage one. Hi, honey. I'm keeping as much as I can. I've got to put on a shorter one now to get some of the other straggly bits, and then I had to clean up around the edge and shit. Fuck. Fuck! Okay, so I just did a number 7. I'm shaving my beard because I burnt it at work. I burnt a big chunk out of it.
No.
And I'm streaming it. So don't come closer because the camera's on. I had to because there was a fucking chunk missing out of it, so I have to shave it and grow it back. My daughter is mourning the loss of my beard along with us.
How fucking dare you! Hold on. I'm gonna put it on a natural shirt and pants. I'll be right back.
You don't have to, just stay out of the fucking stream.
No.
Yeah, fuck. Come on, get back on there, you shit. Alright, straggling control. I know she is. Thanks, Dolly. Mustache is still pretty floofy. Floof! Alright, we're gonna go a little smaller for that. The rest of it should be okay. I need to trim the mustache down a bit and then nip these edges. Where do I want to go? Oh, that's it.
Your son is being an idiot again.
Of course he is. Mug, what are you doing?
He was, you know, the shorter part of the railing?
Fluffy little demon child.
He was trying to be suicidal and stand on it.
Of course he was. Let's try. Actually, I'm not going to pull a fucking 4 if I can find it. 4. That'll do. Let's chop a mustache a bit.
You look so weird.
Yeah, I know. I'm not happy about it, but I had to do it. That's a weird angle to try to hit with this. The news!
I haven't seen you, like, with that short of a beard in years.
Not too bad, other than kind of a little sad about having to shave most of my beard off, but because I burnt a fucking chunk out of it on my first night at work last night. Learning experience.
I got a pimp right here.
Yeah, I'll deal with it later. Alright, do trim around the edge. Down that a little bit. It was down about here. But, yeah, about the middle of my chest, just about where my pendant hangs, but I burned a good fucking couple inches off the one side. It was rolled lopsided. Learning experience. Leaned a little bit too close in when I was putting parts into the one hot air thing, and suddenly just got a whiff of burnt hair and looked down and went, oh, fucking shit! And yeah, spent a good 15 minutes pulling burnt shit out of my beard.
What do you think it's your line of work right now?
Rip beard. Behold the source of power and majesty.
You should have put in a towel down in there.
Yeah, thank you. It didn't like light up or anything. It just kind of like, it's like, I fucking burnt my beard. And yeah, it grows back, and when it grows back, we're gonna tuck the damn thing. Because, nope, not doing that again. Not doing that again, thank you. I was thinking about the braid, but like, the length, the braid still kind of hangs around, so what I was thinking about doing is like the braid and then kind of tuck it up in. So it doesn't sit much lower than what this is right now, and all the length is tucked up under, so it won't catch the fucking hot air as much. Just a little brush out. Put you back in the thingy. And do you work, or do I need to find scissors? Alright, let's see if it'll work. Let's see if it'll do it! It's doing it. Have one with the comb on it. There's one of these working trying to filter that. Yeah, maybe. Oh, fuck it, that's not terrible. I hate being completely baby-faced. And I've got a lot of stuff to pamper and take care of my beard. Even just trimming it will probably be really good because it's past all the dead ends, and especially now because of how far I had to trim it.
Are you okay there?
Alright, flipping my hair around. And then on my face. Headbang process. Yeah, and I can't do completely baby face. I don't think it's too bad. It's manageable.
You look terrifying when you're completely baby.
I much prefer full beard, but gotta work with what we gotta work with, right? But yeah, no, I hate completely baby face.
You look terrifying.
It's not like I have like an aggressively ugly face or anything, but I much prefer beard. Much prefer beard. Alright. Everybody kind of a spin around here. I think it's not too bad. It's a little rough, but whatever. Works. For now. And that will conclude that. I'll see you guys. Yeah, I know. Man, it was that's what I gotta work with for now. To let it come back in nice and full. And not be spending like 5 hours here fucking with scissors and shit. Because I don't have the time to do that. I want to relax a little bit, and I gotta get some fucking sleep before work again tonight. And stream again later tonight, because I'm gonna do something for Tuesday. Either something Valheim, either Oddheim or Janksgard. Probably Janksgard. I got a lot of different things with the hair. The hair is one of my big sources of people love that as well. That is not getting cut anytime soon unless I fuck that up too, but that's easier to tie back and kind of out of the way. I did get warned to not lean a certain way because, you know, it can catch it, but yeah. So yeah, I'll see you guys later tonight for some Valheim, probably Janksgard, getting a little bit more shit done in that for Tuesday, and then on Thursday I'll put the Oddheim shit in and some Tiny Thor. Tomorrow is Wildcard Wednesday. That's going to be some more Death's Door. Soon, when I finish that, that's going to be doing a split off to kind of a sort of a spin-off type of content where it's Wildcard Western Wednesdays, where I'm going to put on my big doofy cowboy hat and my ridiculous cowboy cleft voice, had a partner, and just schmooze and cheese my way through fucking Western games. Friday is going to be the actual finale for the final level in Turbo Overkill, which I have some issues with it. It's not terrible, but it feels a little lazy and meh compared to what a lot of the other... Yeah, I've been trying to get people to come back and do more Quake. I've been feeling the fucking PvP itch again lately. I just actually picked up Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate on Steam sale for like $12 because, you know, I haven't played Mortal Kombat in forever and watched a lot of that and I was like, you know what, I'm feeling... Yeah, I know. And like I said, when I actually get into the character, I will start drawing more. This is just me kind of babbling, ticking off things to remember the list and tell you about what I've got coming up. So yeah, finish up Turbo Overkill on FPS Friday to be able to shift towards some of the next features I got going. I'll probably also squeeze in the last couple levels of Ultimate Doom Thy Flesh Consumed to get that one. Yeah, they just did a remaster for it too. I just got an update for my the one I have on the one I have on Steam. I have yet to actually go through the original Quake remaster. The hair, which I do want to do, but I'm looking at trying to do it as a co-stream with my best friend. So it's on the FPS Friday list, but I'm trying to coordinate that, and you know, real life, right? Coordinating schedules kind of sucks sometimes. It's great, you know, when you get to do stuff with your friends, and it's great having, you know, the ability to do stuff when you have the money, but it's like, fuck, we're working, or I'm doing a thing, and especially when you go for a D&D group. Try to get a D&D group together, that's always cursed. It's always, everybody's schedule is always fucked. Speaking of that as well, I'm looking at trying to push and bring back more of Dice and Men content stuff, and move that on to being more of a presence on the channel. This was kind of a impromptu thing, but it's starting another thing that I want to start doing aside from, like, I still really want to enjoy video games and video game culture and being a nerd with people, but I want to expand into some of my other interests and other creative talents and things like that too. Well, that's one of the things is I'm going to be, like, I've been poking at people to try to step into my web. Because after 15 years of playing, I'm starting to finally build up towards doing DMing. Well, I'm still going to work out some of my details. I've got some notes written down, and I'm going to confer things back and forth with the lovely wife who's lurking in the chat there, who's our current forever DM. But the style overall that she runs with is something that we sort of came up with together because it was a mutual thing that we liked to see. We wanted to see more of. Even to explain that is we enjoyed a lot of people's campaigns, even and playing them and things like that, and a lot of characters, but past a certain point, certain unless they were like a really highlighted NPC character or something like that, they felt very NPC, where they just have like 2-3 lines and nice weather we're having. Did you catch any fish today? This is what I have to sell to you, and they're just flat. Or there's certain things about the world where it hits a wall and you're not getting the. Well, that's the thing, is like we've been starting to dive back in and playing it, and I've been really getting into it and going like, I want to do more with this shit now. Get it back going on the Twitch and as a bigger thing, and with, you know, people in the Discords and things like that. Hey, Case! Look! I had to shave it. I toasted a good chunk of it accidentally at work last night. So we had to salvage it. I'm not happy, but I'm working with what I got. At least I still have some. It'll come back, and this next time I'm going to make sure I fucking braid and tuck the damn thing so it doesn't just go poof. Learning experience was the first night in a new job, and I leaned a little bit too close to one of the hot air things as I was putting a part on the side, and just suddenly smelled burnt hair and went, oh, fuck! Anyway, back to the D&D talk. What was... Here, I'm going to actually just start walking out of the bathroom now, because I don't need to be in there anymore. What we liked about that was... what we wanted to see is that we wanted more immersion, and that's where... To the point where it frustrates her sometimes to do it, but Deus has done a thing with a lot of the NPC characters, and a thing that I always wanted to do in approaching and making a world as well, where every character pretty much that you're putting in there, even if they're not super involved, where you're still going to have some improv, I just pulled that out of my ass characters. But a lot of the characters where when you build a city or build like shopkeepers or guards or things like that, where they're not just I'm a guard, they have a personality, they have a life, they have a thing that they do outside of that specific thing. And even within that, where within the shopkeeps, there was a deeper level of crafting and stuff that we wanted to see and wanted to do, where an immersion for stuff in the world, like even in sewers, in places in the city, you're going to find some sort of flora and fauna. It's going to exist. To quote Ian Malcolm, life finds a way. And that's part of the immersion level, is being able to find those things and be able to do something with those things. And even if you can't particularly craft them or use them, there will be somebody somewhere that you can find that does know what to do with them. And you can trade or get money or other favors or things like that. Is just an immersion level of more stuff you can do within the world and with the people in it. And that's really the of Dice and Men kind of approach and philosophy that we came up with. Is we want the maximum level of being able to just dig into and play with things. And even beyond, and we're not going to downplay a risky RP decision. One of the prospective people that I wanted to have enter that is a new acquaintance of mine through Twitch that also plays D&D, Vanessa Ecstasy, and she was talking about one of her first, she's just started playing really, and it was one of her first characters, and she made a Goblin Warlock, who, alright, cool, and ended up being a really cool character. Picked as her patron the Entombed, which is, he's powerful, but that is that's a hard patron to have, because he's kind of an arrogant dick. And throughout the campaign, just being a gobbo and everything like that, just being kind of a little horny perv, the DM decided that the Goddess of Life in the campaign has big old titties. Everybody likes a nice big old pair of titties, right? Well, her warlock became kind of obsessed with Big Titty Lady, the booba lady, and at one point in time they had a paladin in the party, and they were going through some really rough shit. I think it was a lair full, they had just cleared a whole bunch of beholders and other things, and were going to take out a lich's phylactery and another thing, and there was some sort of prophecy demon baby. The storyline sounds fucking nuts. There's a lot of things going on that they have to deal with. And the warlock was nervous and saw the paladin praying and went, well, okay, how do you do that? I want to try it. And decided to pray to the booba lady, when her patron was the Entombed. See, if you didn't really know enough about the consequences of that. So when she said that, I immediately was just oh, what happened next? And yeah, what happened next was exactly what I expected. She said that her DM, which is her roommate Dave, kind of pulled aside his veteran player friend and was like, hey, we're gonna order food. And he's like, so, Vanessa just killed her character. What the fuck do I do? And I laughed and I cringed. It was I feel really bad because you didn't know that was what the consequence was, because you didn't know enough about the lore of you picked the Entombed, and he's kind of a dick. But that dedication to an iffy, risky RP, but sticking to the character, even when you know it, that's something that I want to see from players of Dice and Men. It was just not just static, I want people to play the same way that we build the worlds, is get into it, find the things that are there and explore them and play with them and do things. Cause chaos in a really interesting fucking way. Where you're not just being a dick to be a dick, but you're doing something that makes kind of sense for your character and is giving life to the world. And it doesn't even have to be 100% chaos. I was the first character in the first outing for it, was the trial run, and we're going to get back to doing that world eventually, probably on stream, because it was really good and we started it that way, and started the whole of Dice and Men thing that way. Was the Edge of the Knife campaign in Azavar, and I was playing a lawful evil Red Dragonborn Vengeance Paladin. And a lot of people don't understand lawful evil because the evil, they still kind of go towards murder hobo. And I was like, that's not lawful evil. That's just chaotic evil. You're a murder hobo. Lawful evil, the way that I find to play it,
and it made sense for me and for what Rex was that you're still kind of, especially as a paladin, you're still kind of a hero. You do things for the people. But not just for the good of the people. Because it also makes you feel good, you feel accomplished, you've done stuff, you know, people look to you, and also, if you need favors, you can call them. You've done shit for people. You have all these things in your back pocket that you've gone, hey, yeah, remember I helped you get your business back from those fucking thieves. Oh yeah, remember that dragon that was going to destroy your fucking farmlands? I killed it. I need a little something in return, please. Thank you. And that's how, to me, it makes sense to play Lawful Evil. Is you still do things for the good of the people, but it's not entirely for the good of the people. You know you're going to get your own out of it. And it was, I really enjoyed Rex as a character, and I hope that, you know, he somehow shows up in a way in the remix of Edge of the Knife. Well, we'll definitely be making announcements and shit in Discord towards that, and like posting going live when we're going live with it. We've got to finish out the current kind of reset precursor campaign that we're doing right now off stream, introducing a bunch of people to their first time actually playing D&D, really, with us kind of providing the world in DMing, where Deus is DMing and I'm the sort of veteran character, the veteran player at the table, and the tank. I'm the barbarian. I'm currently playing a half-orc Path of Berserker barbarian named Resgar Shorttusk. And I ended up with... The dice loved me. I ended up with fucking 20 strength at level 1. And I chose a really interesting thing for the way that I like. The other thing that I like that Deus does, and was something that made sense to me as well after being able to do it, is I never liked the idea where you roll up a character and a backstory and things like that, but in a lot of places it feels like you're just kind of plopped into this world and you have to try to figure out how to make your character exist there. We run on a thing where it makes more sense that you're supposed to be from that world. You exist in that world, unless there's some reason, if, you know, the game is set up like the campaign's in like a weird alternate realm or something like that, and just all the people happen to get like bloop from it. And I had that as one of the ideas, where it's a weird arcane anomaly that kind of runs around and bumps into things and pulls little pieces of stuff in, and occasionally people. That gives a more kind of open, where you don't have to make everything fit together, it can just be. But in a cohesive world with a campaign and a thing that's supposed to exist, that was another thing that we always found lacking in a certain sense, where your characters should feel like they're from there. They should know things about the areas. Like, you shouldn't be completely lost on, you may not know everything about the world, because it could be a big world and you've only been to a small part of it because you're not leveled yet. But the area that you're from and things that are familiar or somewhat into the area where you start out with, you should kind of have a knowledge of. You should have a familiarity with. You should have a little gold in your pocket. Your backstory should have some ties to lore and things in the land. Like, you should feel like you're supposed to exist there. And the way that it had been written up is there's human barbarian tribes out along the coast, and the remaining orc tribe basically is pirates, and they go flying around or sailing around the sea and occasionally land and raid or trade or things like that. And Rez is the product of one of those, where he's a mixed race baby, and that's how. But it makes sense for that, and there's a lore reason why, somehow the orcs and the barbarians got together. It's not just somehow. No, they're coastal barbarians, and the orcs are pirates that landed there, and they had relations and stuff. Back and forth, sometimes fights, sometimes not so fighty. And the way I chose to show his mixed heritage, I thought was really interesting and really cool, and I wanted to do something that was different. I gave him a D&D version of Vitiligo, because I thought it would, I think Vitiligo is actually really cool. I understand how some people who have it might be self-conscious about it, but I think it's a very interesting, cool thing. It makes you very unique. Nobody, and even, you know, with other people with vitiligo, nobody has the same patterns in the way that they sit on their skin. And that's a really interesting thing. And I thought about it as a really cool way to show his mixed heritage, that the human side of him has kind of, you know, a sun bronze, darker skin. And it's framed with little kind of vitiligo-like patchwork of the grayish skin that orcs are typically portrayed with in D&D. And he's got, you know, blunted tusks. Because the blunted tusk is usually a half-orc thing that shows up. They don't have full tusks. But I wanted to do something more than just meh. I like digging into my characters, too. Like, giving them weird little things about themselves, little idiosyncrasies and quirks and things to really play with and dig into the RP. It's no fun otherwise. For me, anyway. Like, you know. And I realize that not everybody can do voices. I don't, you know, anybody that's new to it, I don't say you have to do a voice to your character. I just explain that when I'm approaching a character, I feel like I have to, because it's part of that immersion. It's part of getting into the character. It's part of portraying that character and getting out of you headspace to try to separate the meta knowledge from the character knowledge. There's been a couple things so far that, being the veteran player at the table, Deus has pulled something out in a dungeon, and I just kind of go, as a player, I know what it is. Rez doesn't, though. So I have to play that he doesn't know what the fuck it is. He goes running to hit it, see what it does. Well, I appreciate it. It's one of the reasons why I decided to do it on stream, too, is that the beard was kind of a big thing of what, like, just part of one of my things, is that a lot of people who came on commented on it and loved it, and everybody was just loved the beard, and it was like, well, unfortunately, guys, I had an accident, so I'm going to share with you as I try to salvage what I can. And, you know, I just felt like sitting here and having a little bit of extra talk with you guys and getting into some of the plans and ambitions and things that I have in store and wanting to do for the channel. Hang on. Doing the Rolodex. Is there anything else I wanted to mention? Yeah, I gotta go to bed soon, too. So I'm probably gonna sign off here for now. I know. Hi, Bitsy. I had to. I burnt a fucking chunk of it off accidentally at work last night. My first night at a new job. Other than that, work went good. I actually kind of liked the job, but leaned in a little too close, putting parts into one of the hot air things, and singed a good couple inches off the side of my beard. So I had to shave it down and salvage it. And then we've just kind of been talking and hanging out for a little bit. But I'm probably going to end the stream now because I got to relax a little bit and go to bed soon. So I can be up later to do some Tears Day Janks Guard. Yeah, it'll grow back, and next time I'm going to just braid and tuck the damn thing up so it doesn't fucking catch on fire. Too much work on this beard to burn. And everybody's going to be yelling at me going, oh no, what happened? Where'd your beard go? Well, it's still somewhat there. I've got the, you know, Thor and Ragnarok beard going on. Anyway, I'm going to get going, and I'll see you guys later this afternoon / early into the evening for some Tears Day Janks Guard, and then tomorrow for Wildcard Wednesday and some more Death's Door. And then, you know, the next 2 days after that. Well, wait. No. 2. Saturdays off, and then we'll be back Sunday. All right. Bye-bye.